Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome. Let's get to the story right now. This story this week is actually going to be three stories. It's about my little supermom, 105 pounds and 5 feet tall. She had a sense of humor and she took care of us, cooked for us, cleaned the bathrooms and things like that. But she had a wonderful, wonderful sense of humor. And she made us laugh all the time. Well, my daddy was a salesman. And so there were several nights a week, frequently, that he would be gone. Well, what we boys think? We would think, oh, that's great. And the reason it was great was because my father in his mid-30s developed real serious stomach problems. And mother had to start cooking bland food. You know how much fun bland food is. It's not any fun at all. So when he was out of town, Mama cooked. She was the best cook there ever was in the whole world. I'm telling you that. And boy, she cooked our favorite thing: fried chicken, fried catfish, fried oysters. Yeah, you get a trend here. We did have vegetables: fried okra, fried green tomatoes. We also had something that wasn't fried. It's like chicken and dumplings. So mother was a great. Oh, almost forgot. She even made fried pies, and hers were the best in the whole world. I promise you. As the evening progressed, when Daddy was out of town, we had a wonderful meal. And after we all cleaned up the kitchen, something really great happened. My mother said, let's play hide and go seek in the dark. We loved that. That was a game she had invented. Hide and go seek in the dark, well, it's kind of self-explanatory. Mother invented that game. But here is the deal. We turned on the lights of us. Three of us would go hide, and one of us would be it. Well, this particular time, my mother was it. So we turned all the lights off. We ran off the house and hid. And the thing of it is, though, mother started looking. She found my older brother, me, pretty quick. But my younger brother, she could not find. She looked under the couches. She looked behind the Venetian blinds. She looked under the bed. She looked in the bottom of the closet. She looked in the top of the closet. Kitchen pantry. She even looked in the refrigerator. But she could not find him. After about an hour, she finally just, okay, I give up. I cannot find him. And the reason she couldn't find him was my older brother, me, had helped my younger brother hide. Where we hid him, you had the huge, deep laundry hamper in our bathroom. We had hid him in that laundry hamper. To be hid, my younger brother wasn't worried about the dirty clothes. After all, we were boys. We didn't care about that. But he sat there and was so quiet. Mother had even thought about looking in the hamper, but decided no, nobody could get in there by themselves. And she was right. Nobody could. But my younger brother would fit, and he had two older brothers to help him. When we opened the laundry hamper and he crawled out, I'm telling you, my mother laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed, as did all three boys. It was just such a wonderful thing to see us laugh like that and have a good time. Well, sometime again, Daddy was out of town, so we had good food. And then this time, my little brother was it. So we all went and hid. Well, my mother decided she would hide behind the shower curtain in the bathroom. So anyway, that's where she's hidden. She's in the bathroom. My little brother finds my older brother, me, pretty fast. But then he starts looking for mother. Gotta tell you about rabies before I tell you the story, because this way you'll understand. In the summers in the 1950s in Texas, rabies was a real problem with most animals. Dogs, you could tell, because mother explained to us many, many times, many sit-down talks, that a dog, you can tell it's rabid because one, it will be confused, real confused. And two, when it does walk, it'll walk in a direct, straight line to wherever it's going, but it'll only go a few feet and then stop, get confused, and walk someplace else again. But the one pure thing she told us we could count on was if a dog had rabies, he would sure as shooting be foaming at the mouth. I think we had just had that discussion, that lecture this day. Well, anyway, mother had been hidden in the bathroom. My little brother was it. He opened the door to the bathroom, and my mother jumped out and said, "Hi, have rabies!" She had taken my daddy's shaving foam and put it all around her mouth. Well, my older brother and me thought it was the funniest thing we ever heard. But My younger brother, they just scared him shirtless. It was just crazy. We tried all the rest of the evening to calm him down. I think what we started doing was watching TV so that he would not be scared as much. Well, as you can probably believe, that actually consummated that game that night. I'm talking about my little brother, so I got to tell you about his driving. When he was a teenager and was just learning to drive, he'd been driving a few months. We had this great hamburger joint, ma and pa place, called Better Burger. We used to eat at all the time. They had this huge chili burger. It had 3 hamburger patties on it, homemade chili, onions, and mustard. It was the best sandwich you have ever eaten in your life if you like chili burger. So anyway, my younger brother had gone to Better Burger to get a hamburger. Well, he comes back about 45 minutes later, and he comes in the home and real quiet. I knew something was up. And Daddy cleared everybody out of that room because he knew my brother had to tell him something. And here is what it was. My younger brother said, "Daddy, I backed into a light pole. I was home, my older brother was not, so my father and the 2 boys went out to investigate how much damage had been done to the car. Well, my brother had backed into that telephone pole. He had hit it so hard that the back of the truck was rounded into a telephone pole shape. You can't believe it, but family line, I'm dying. I mean, it really was. And not only that, but particles of telephone pole wood were embedded in the paint, so there was no doubt what he had done. Well, my daddy said to my younger brother, "Son, you need to be more careful." My brother says, "Hey, I am careful. I'm careful all the time." My daddy just looked at him and said, "Look, son, you've been driving 6 months. So far, you've hit a tree, a parked car, and a telephone pole. How careful were you being?" My little brother, he didn't answer. He just started laughing, and Daddy started laughing. And he said, "Just be more careful." That was all the repercussions my daddy gave to the little brother. He was really good at just talking to you and making you feel like dirt. He never had to spank us. He could just talk us. Oh, something here. It's time for that new Texas word. Now, this is not exactly a new Texas word. It's kind of an old Texas word, but it's misused. Now, you do this in the deep South, too. It's just, all y'all. How are all y'all doing? We're all doing fine. All y'all is redundant because y'all means everybody. So if you say, all y'all, well, it still means everybody. Nothing is said correctly. That's just the way it is. Well, anyway, I want to thank y'all if you made it this long. I really appreciate it. I also want to thank all those who watched it for the first time. Y'all are treating me so well. I just really appreciate it. This has been so much fun. Please share with your friends. Please subscribe. Please like, and please comment. I hope this thing has been as much fun for y'all as it has for me. You notice I didn't say all y'all, I said y'all, so I used it properly. I guess that's about it for this week. I would ask you to like me, love me, leave me, or hate me. But please subscribe. Please share with your friend. If you had any crazy stories about when you were a kid at home, please share them. I know everybody would like to hear them. Well, that's it. Bye-bye, and see y'all in a week.